Hello everyone. My name is Hakima Mardi, a linguistics student and huge fan of storytelling. The love of storytelling started when I was a kid. Now my dream comes true, but that won't happen without the help of Cafe Clock. Cafe Clock support the young storytellers to develop these skills. Hopefully you enjoy my story. Let's just jump out there. Once upon a time, a long time ago, that no one can remember, there was a king, wise, rightful man, who ruled his country wisely. Our sultan had a pet. This pet was a falcon, an eagle. This bird was getting out exceptionally for the hunting trip. Our king made for his bird a cage, a golden cage, and he was feeding him only pigeons. One day, our sultan was sitting, surrounded with men, ministers, musketeers, warriors, soldiers. Then the king said his word. My people, I decide this year that we should go for a hunting trip. Tomorrow I want 1,000 armed men with me. And he got the reply, as you wish, my king. The night passed, and in the morning, early in the morning, our sultan get ready with his sword next to his right and an arrow on his back and his dark horse with him and his little bird here. They went into the woods. They went for 3 days. They reached in a piece of land, a green piece of land with many plants. And because the weather was so hot, the king started looking just for a job. Couldn't find nothing. He started a new journey with his horse and with his tired bird to look for the water. They went for 5 hours. They couldn't find no river, nothing. Then they saw a mountain. Next to that mountain there is a huge, tall tree, oldest one. He went under the shadow of the tree and he sat with his bird. Then he was just looking around. He saw some drops of the water. He said, yes, I think there is a source of water coming from that mountain. He bring his red cup, his red golden cup, and he started to filled it up. He went to the back of the horse, and that time there wasn't a bottles. There's only a leather bottles, because the leather can contain the water out there. And because the weather was so hot, hit the deer. The deer stopped moving. He got his digger and let me pass this scene from you. He grilled the meat, he ate it, he got full, then he laid down. But when we all eat, we need one thing. We need water. Water is the source of life. Here, the Sultan knows that the case turns against him. He said, I said that any one of you let the deer escape, I will remove his head. Now, I will catch her to jump next to my head. He called his horse and his little bird. My duckers, for the day like this I was feeding you. My bird, for the day like this I was take care of you. Bring me the gazelle. The gazelle went running, and the bird, the falcon, started to wave with his wings to block her vision, but he failed every time, and the horse started running to catch her, but this deer was really hard to catch. The Sultan started to get exhausted. Spent 3 hours and he trying to catch this deer. He bring his arrow and he fixed it to his bow, and for 1, 3, he bring the red cup again. He filled it up and he bring it to the horse to drink. And that time the bird start waving again, and he dropped the cup. Here the Sultan got enough. He bring his sword and he hits the bird on his wing, and the little bird stopped bleeding out there. He bring the cup and he felt it and he want to drink. And to the left side, the bird start waving for him, and he start to refer to him. Out there is something. Our Sultan, he saw out there, and he saw a huge snake. That wasn't water, that was snake venom. He bring his sword and he cut off the snake for 2 pieces. He bring his bird to his arms and he start to cry. Oh, my little friend, forgive me, my dearest bird. Forgive me, my dearest friend. You only tried to save my life. You only tried to save my life, and I killed you. Forgive me. The army knows that something happened to the king. They start to look around. They found him crying, and his bird dying out there. The king said, bring me a doctor to my bird. The doctor said, my lord, we cannot do nothing for him. The bird is died. Our king buried his dearest friend out there, and he went back to his castle. He gives his throne to his son, and he started to all. He bring his gold and red cup to fill it up. Then he want to drink. The bird start waving with an angry voice, and with his wing he dropped the cup. Oh, here the king start to laugh. Oh yes, my little bird, It's not me who should drink first, it's you. You are so tiny, you cannot be patient that much. He bring the cup and he start to fill it up again. And he give it to the bird. And the bird start waving and shouting so loud. And he dropped the cup again. The king laughed. Oh yes, my bird. It's not me or you who should drink first. It's our horse. He took us miles from here. Yes, my friend. He bring the cup again, and he start to fill it up. The king start only wearing black clothes until he disappeared in the shadows. They said every time someone lose friend, he came as a shadow to relieve the pain. And here my story ends. Hopefully you enjoyed my story, even it's sad, but it's got a valuable message. Thank you so much for your listen.
Oh, lovely people. That was a fine telling from a great storyteller. And whether they're in Morocco or just want to donate their funds to Morocco, put their hats going towards the Moroccan storytellers, anything would be incredibly appreciated. Because those tellers down in Morocco, it's not come June, they'll look at their tax returns and decide what the government's going to go to them, and there's no social security and there's nothing there. They're just living on thin air, so anything you can put in the hat would be appreciated. Thank you. And however you're watching this, if you're watching it on something else, go to worldstorytellingcafe.com.